Hi and welcome back to Love English. I'm Leila, and in today's lesson I want to help you significantly develop your English language skills, and in one particular area, conversation skills. How many of you dread having a conversation with a native speaker? How many of you get bored with some of the phrases and expressions you use over and over again? One of the main things that our students want to be able to do is to broaden their vocabulary. And it doesn't mean reading a dictionary, because let's be honest, that's one of the most boring things you could possibly do. What you could do instead is learn language in chunks, in phrases. Forget about grammar for a moment. Focus on the context and the meaning. And that's what we'll be doing in today's lesson. These 10 phrases are going to help you have a smarter, more enjoyable, more fluent conversation in English. And there's an added bonus. Today, I'm going to be sharing an amazing offer with you from the sponsors of today's video, Lingoda. Now, many of you know Lingoda is a language academy. It is an online school with real professional native English teachers, German teachers, French teachers, Spanish teachers. Yes, they're all professional, they're all native, and they're all waiting to teach you. Now, whether you want to improve your English for your own enjoyment, for work and professional opportunities, for academic purposes, or if you just want to travel more, Lingoda have an incredible offer for you today. An offer that will help motivate you and encourage you to learn English on a daily basis. Yes, that's right, the Lingoda Language Sprint is back. Now, not only will Lingoda motivate and incentivize you to study on a regular basis and therefore improve your language level much faster in a shorter period of time, Lingoda are offering you 100% of your tuition fees back. For the Super Sprint, if you attend 100% all of your agreed classes, they will give you all of your tuition fees back at the end of the sprint. And if you do the regular sprint, they will give you 50% of your tuition fees back if you attend all the agreed classes. So this really is an opportunity for you to improve your English, but get your money back, guys. The great thing about Lingoda is that lessons are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So you can schedule your lessons to suit your availability, to suit your schedule. And that really is what online learning is about. It's the benefits of having a real native teacher, but the flexibility to study when you want to. And of course, these 10 phrases that I'm going to share with you today are not much good if you don't have the opportunity to practice them. So with Lingoda, you will be in small group classes on average of 3 students per class, and you'll be able to practice phrases like these in a real natural context, talking with other students at the same language level as you. Now don't worry, you're not going to have the language sprint interrupt your summer. No, it starts in the autumn. September the 23rd is when the Lingoda Language Sprint will begin. But you need to sign up before the 8th of September. And remember, this is an incredible offer, so there are limited places on these courses. Now, wherever you're at when it comes to your language level, Lingoda are offering a course for you. Whether you're elementary, intermediate, or advanced, Lingoda will help you achieve the language level you need from wherever you're starting from. Now, as I mentioned earlier, there are 2 sprints. So depending on how much time you have on your hands, how much free availability you have, you may want to choose the sprint or the super sprint. If you choose the super sprint, you will be studying for 30 lessons per month for 3 months. And with the super sprint, if you do attend all of your agreed classes, you will get 100% of your money back. With the sprint, you would attend 15 classes per month over a 3-month period. And remember, it is just the 1 class each day. And again, if you attend all those classes, the agreed classes with Lingoda, then you will get 50% of your money back. Lingoda also offer business courses. So for those of you looking to expand your job opportunities or maybe even move abroad to work, Lingoda can help you achieve those language learning goals and look at English in the context of a business environment. Now, as I said earlier, the sprint starts on the 23rd, but you need to sign up by the 8th of September. You'll need to pay a €49 deposit to secure your place on the Lingoda Language Sprint. However, if you use our special code SCHOOL26, then you will save €10 on your deposit. So to sign up, click the link in the description after I've finished this lesson and go straight over to Lingoda, sign up for the Lingoda Language Sprint, and remember, attend all those classes if you want to get your money back. Now, if you don't want to take my word for it, why not check out some of the testimonials on the Lingoda website or have a look at their Instagram page, Lingoda_official. So when you're ready to practice these advanced conversation phrases, click the link in the description box and sign up for the Lingoda Language Marathon. And of course, let us know if you have signed up. Tell us about your experience with Lingoda in the comments below. For now, let's move on to 10 advanced expressions to help you have a great conversation in English. Right, so expression number 1, a lovely alternative to the boring I think or I thought, is to say I was under the impression. Simply put, it is saying that you believed something to be true. I saw Ben and Sally at the pub the other day and they were all over each other. I was under the impression they'd broken up. 8:30, I was under the impression we were meeting at 9. So it is such a simple way to say that you thought something to be true or believed something to be true. Now, it might be that in fact you were correct, or it might be you were mistaken. Either way, I think, I thought, I believed, I was under the impression is a great alternative to use. Expression number 2, on the whole. On the whole, meaning in general and taking everything into account. On the whole, I think the event was rather successful. Meaning thinking about all the elements and what make it a success, whether people enjoyed themselves, whether the aims of the event were achieved. On the whole. On the whole, I think the university course is really quite interesting. So taking everything into account and talking in general about something. Number 3, on second thoughts. On second thoughts. Rather than saying, I've changed my mind, which can be a little bit annoying, you could say, on second thoughts, I'd rather go and see a movie than go for a drink. It'd be more relaxing. On second thoughts, why don't we go down the beach? The weather's fantastic. It seems a bit silly to be stuck inside. So when you've changed your mind, you've thought about it and you want to do something different. On second thoughts. Number 4, when you can't remember something. Oh, what's her name? Oh, I can't recall. I can't recall actually sounds a little bit more formal and sophisticated than simply saying I can't remember. So I can't recall. And of course, it does mean that just at this moment you can't remember. The information's there, but at this present time, you can't recall it. What time did we say we were meeting? I really can't recall. Number 5, when you are trying to understand something, perhaps someone's told you something that was a little bit surprising or complicated. You might say, I really need to get my head around that. To get your head around something is to understand. So why were you fired? I really can't get my head around that. I really can't understand it. Or your idea's a little bit complicated. I'm trying to get my head around it. So to understand, to get your head around something. It's a great phrase to use in a conversation. It shows that you're trying to understand, but perhaps it's a little bit complicated or you've missed something. I can't get my head around it, or I need to get my head around it. Now, it doesn't matter what language you speak. Sometimes there's a word and you can't remember it and it's there and it's on the tip of your tongue. If something is on the tip of your tongue, it means you're very close to remembering that word, or perhaps a person's name. Oh, I met someone last night. She was really interesting. Her name is on the tip of my tongue. Sharon. So if something is on the tip of your tongue, you're nearly there to remembering it. So you're encouraging somebody to wait while you recall the name, the word that you're trying to talk about, that you're trying to refer to. Oh, what's that beautiful city that we visited last year? Oh, what's it called? It began with a V, Verona. It was on the tip of my tongue. Now, if something is on the tip of your tongue, a word, a person's name, a place that you're trying to remember, something can also be off the top of your head, but it's not to do with remembering. When you say off the top of my head, it means you are thinking of the first thing that comes to your mind. So for example, where should we go for dinner tonight? Ooh, off the top of my head, there's a great Italian down the road. We should try that. So I'm literally thinking spontaneously. It's the first idea that comes to my mind. Now, if you're trying to make an assumption about something, if you're trying to guess the results or what your expectations might be, number 8 is a little advanced, but with some practice, I'm sure you'll be able to use it. If is anything to go by. So, if past experience is anything to go by, England probably wouldn't win the World Cup. If your previous essay is anything to go by, I'm sure you'll do great in the exam. So here you are making a comparison, you're taking some previous knowledge that you have about a person, a situation, and you're making an assumption as to the present or future result. So this is a great way to express yourself in a more advanced way and basically share your opinion. Number 9, I'm afraid. I'm afraid. And this is not talking about fear, being scared, but this is a great way to make your language more polite. Whether you're declining an offer, whether you're apologizing for an opinion, this works really well in all conversations and is formal enough to use in a business environment. Sorry, I'm afraid I can't make it tonight. I already have plans. I'm afraid I can't agree with you there. I'm afraid I've got to go. I'm going to be late for my next meeting. So I'm afraid. Essentially, I'm sorry. It's making your language more polite and really works quite well in a variety of situations. Now, when you want to conclude something, conclude your opinion, conclude the conversation, you could use at the end of the day. At the end of the day. Your success depends on how much work you put in. At the end of the day, they didn't seem happy together, so maybe it's better they broke up. So there, we're simply concluding a thought, a conversation at the end of the day. And there we have it. 10 simple, but a little bit more advanced expressions and phrases in English that you can use in general conversation in any situation. Now, if you do want to put some of those phrases into practice and find people to speak with the guidance of a native language teacher, don't forget to click the link in the description and check out the Lingoda Language Sprint. And of course, there's more lessons like this coming up now. Click one of these to help your conversation skills and boost your vocabulary. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.